So I figure we just did some 98.99 Topps Series 2 Jumbo. I didn't pull a Topps Chrome Refractor Jordan or the Gold Label, Red Label of Jordan. But I did get the Jordan Legacies, and at first I'm like, you know, $15, $20 insert. Ends up the card's worth like 80 bucks, and it's been selling for $80 to $90 on eBay. So that was kind of a shocker, and basically paid for the box. So I'm pretty happy with that break after all. So I guess I got an itch, and what the heck, you know? Let's do one more video tonight. I got this 99 2000 Fleer, and this has the Supreme Court collection, which is a parallel number to 20. So that would be awesome to get. I don't know if the fresh ink autographs are worth a whole lot, but the key to these packs of cards are the Gamebreakers number to 100. These are an awesome looking set. They're very rare, and they're worth a lot of money. So that's something I would love to pull. I would love to pull a Kobe Bryant. It would be like the ultimate card that you can pull out of this product. I've had a hot streak on breaking. I've got quite a few packs left. I busted these at a way faster pace than I thought I was going to, but it's been so fun. And I've pulled some amazing cards of Jordan Refractors. I'm just pulling good cards left and right. Shaq Bams. I mean, my luck in my entire life has never been as good as it has in the past 2 months. So I ended up buying from a guy an open box, obviously, and I think it's just a couple packs shy of a full box. So let's just hopefully he didn't open one pack and get a Gamebreakers and say, screw it, I'm going to sell the rest. You know, some people think like that. I've thought about that, and I've come to the conclusion that based on the luck I'm having, it hasn't happened to me. So these are cool. You have the blue, this almost like silver blue for the Eastern Conference, and then they did red for the Western Conference. Then they did gold for rookies, and I'm going to go ahead and take a guess that if you get that super limited parallel number to 20, that they, being that it's Fleer, I'm going to guess that they probably did it in green. So, I don't know. Hopefully we'll be lucky enough to find out. Rookie sensation Antoine Jameson. That's a cool looking card. Anything with that refractor look is good in my book. So it looks like these are what, 6 cards per pack? Oh no, it is 10 cards. Okay. So I've only busted a few packs of this. This was from one guy. I bought almost a full box, and then all the packs I bought from the distributor that I've been opening, I end up getting about 50-some packs. So here's about 30, and then I bought another 50 packs from a guy who was a distributor. So tonight is not the last night you'll see me opening this product. What are the odds of these rookie sensations? I feel like I've gotten quite a few of these, not just tonight, but rookie sensations, 1 in 6 packs. Masters of the Hardwood. I think that's a if it's the set I'm thinking of, that's a really cool looking set. They're not worth anything, but if it's the set I'm thinking of, they're like an amazing looking set. Net Effect, 1 in 96 packs. They're not worth anything. You're really basically hoping for Gamebreakers. That's really what I'm busting this for. It's like the one chase card. Well, and the parallel, of course. Number 20. If you could pull a Kobe of that, I'm sure the whole collecting community would have a sigh of anticipation that you'll sell it to them. Or honestly, I don't collect Kobe, but I think if I pulled a card like that, I'd probably keep it unless someone offered me something like really big. That's the thing. That's the thing that kind of sucks about breaking cards. For me, I'm like a collector. So, like last week when I pulled the Shaq Bams, like I don't collect Shaq, but like knowing that I pulled that myself, see, you can see the rookies are gold. But knowing that I pulled that myself, like I don't want to sell that card. I don't want to trade that card. Like, I pulled it. I want to keep it. It's an awesome card. But, you know, if the right deal came along, I'd definitely be open to possibilities. I've always found it easiest to open the top of the packs with my teeth. And even though these are coming apart pretty easily, I still tend to just rather do that instead of fiddling around with them. I think anybody that's seen my box breaks recently realizes that I'm not one of those guys that goes through every base card and tells you every single card I pull and talks about the stats or become a highlight reel of that player's career. Like, these breaks are long enough, right? 35 minutes, 25 minutes. I think that's plenty. I'm not going to do an hour and a half long break to open one box of cards. That's just kind of ridiculous. But I have seen people do it, and I tend to notice that the box breaks I enjoy are the ones that kind of just go through. Don't need to talk about the base cards. You know, maybe highlight a couple things. There's a Ron Artest rookie. It's kind of cool. I'll put that aside. You know, maybe mention a thing here or there that's relevant, but I'm not going to go through every single player and talk about the greatest moment they had on court. But I will stop every once in a while and take a sip of my beer. It's kind of a cool Shaq. I feel like Shaq cards, he definitely has some great looking cards. He's always got you know, a good pose or something that really. Oh, nice, Richard Hamilton. Always a fan of any Detroit Piston. And he played with Jordan for a while, which is always cool too. Yeah, guys, I can't believe my luck. I mean, Jesus, all those Jordan refractors. Hopefully it wasn't front-loaded and every box break I do for the next 3 years has nothing in it. That would suck. Hey, Jeff, welcome back. I kind of decided to do a couple unintended box breaks tonight. This one's kind of juicy. We're doing 99 2000 Fleer with the hope of getting one of those rare parallels numbered to 20. Or those really super sought-after inserts, Gamebreakers. I don't know if you've seen those. They're die-cut. They have an incredible surface. Almost has like some of those late 90s warp tech look. You never see them for sale. And, man, if I could just pull one of those live out of a box, I'd probably be the first person to ever do that. What's up, Mariano? Oh, you watched my Topps break? I didn't realize that Jordan Legacies was worth anything. I thought it was like a $15 card. And then I pulled out my trusty Beckett, which I like looking at pretty much just for like the odds and information, not necessarily the pricing. Although it looks like they've done a pretty good job of updating, especially the Jordan prices. I imagine if you collected someone like Baron Davis or a common player, they probably wouldn't be updating those regularly because they're not really looking for players like that. But I feel like they're doing a pretty good job of updating the prices on Jordan in particular. So when I saw that in Beckett it was listed at $80, that Jordan Legacies I just pulled out of Topps, I was like, are you kidding me? So I looked it up on eBay, and sure enough, there was like 3 different recent sales, and 2 of them were around 85 and 1 was around 90. I'm like, I already had it in a top loader, and I was like, wow, okay. Even that Michael Finley Chrome Preview Refractor is worth like $48. I don't know. I wouldn't think I guess those are kind of sought after, huh? So I've got almost a full box here. I bought this open. I think there was 1 or 2 packs missing. And then from the distributor that I bought the 1,000 packs from, I think I got another 55 packs, and I've opened maybe 4 or 8 packs. So even after I bust all these tonight, I'll still have almost 50 packs of this left, which I'm gonna kind of dole out with a bunch of other products. So when I do those loose packs breaks, you know, I'm gonna end up doing, you know, like 4 packs of this, 4 packs of that. And then what we'll end up with is just kind of a fun variety of different products every time I bust. I'll be uploading these on my YouTube channel, Abe. My first initial and an embellishment of some of my initials. My handle on Blowout is Ken Fancy Pants, and when I tried to do that on Facebook, I'm assuming somebody like contacted them and let them know that wasn't my name, because after about 2 weeks they told me I couldn't use that anymore, which I think is ridiculous. So my first name is Nathan, and then I used, you know, some letters in my last name, so I would have rather just stuck with Ken Fancy Pants. That's what everybody on Blowout knows me as. I imagine to pull anything really good out of here would probably be pretty tough. I'm sure they made this product in mass quantities, so this is definitely one of the products I'm not expecting to pull anything crazy out of. What do you guys think? Scottie Pippen, should he be worth as much as Dennis Rodman? I don't really think so, but it seems like a lot of his cards sell for a premium. I feel like Scottie Pippen and Anthony Hardaway are on a funny level in the collecting world. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the parallels out of here that's numbered to 20. I'm thinking that the lettering is green instead of red or blue. But let me know, because I really don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm not really looking at these cards, you know. So I mean, if they look exactly the same but they're just numbered to 20 on the back, let me know so I can double check and go through these. I just assume that it has like a different like font, like it's green or something. But I agree with you. Scottie Pippen as a Rocket, yeah. No, I mean overall, like even as a Bull. I just personally, and maybe it's because I collect Rodman, but I think Rodman should command a premium over Scottie Pippen. Looks like we got an insert here. This is another one of those rookie inserts. These actually look really nice. I mean, anything with that refractor and then have the gold, it's kind of hard to complain about that. Zadrunas. There's Anthony Hardaway with Chris Webber in the background. That'd be a cool parallel number to 20 to pull. There's some big penny collectors out there. I think the best Anthony Hardaway card I ever pulled was last year. I pulled a 95-96 Topps, the Mystery Finest refractor with the clouds in the background. I pulled an amazing refractor of that. I still have it. I'm going to keep it. It just looks... That's probably one of my favorite refractor sets. I think they look awesome. Someone offered me a lot of money the other day for my 93-94 Finest refractor, a penny. He was a big collector, and he said to me, you know what? The one you have is probably the least green I've ever seen. And he offered me like a big premium to sell him that card, and I said, you know what, no, I'm going to keep it. I've got the full 220 card set, and honestly, when I remember 93-94 Finest, I think the Penny Hardaway is the one I remember the most, because there was a kid I went to school with that pulled that refractor, probably in like 94, 95, maybe 96. And we were at a huge card show back where, you know, hundreds of people would come, and there was just like dozens and dozens of booths set up. It'd be like going to the Nationals, but like this would happen every month back in the mid-90s. And people were, he pulled it out of a pack, and people, I think mostly dealers, just, they like kept outbidding each other. There's Steve Francis rookie. They just kept outbidding each other. Hey, I'll give you this, I'll give you this, I'll give you 300, I'll give you 400, I'll give you 500, whatever it was. And I watched this kid and just like, he was like in awe that he was getting all this attention. Looks like we got a Robert Traylor rookie insert. I think this is the only insert I've pulled so far. That's it. Just rookies and those rookie actually like base card rookies, and then that rookie insert. That's the only thing I've gotten so far. Hey, you guys settle down. I collect Grant. I'd love to pull one of these numbered to 20. You know what? I feel like I have seen these. They're green, right? The ones that are numbered to 20. I feel like these are starting to stick together a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to get any damage. These are coming apart really clean. I'm not seeing really any damage on the lettering, the foil lettering. So even though they're sticking together, I think it's pretty safe. Look how young Dirk Nowitzki looks there. I think I pulled this card out of 4 packs last week. I was like, I almost didn't even know it was him. Did I really make it to the NBA? Yeah, Soul of the Game are cool inserts, for sure. I think I've got the Soul of the Game of Rodman. I've got the Jordan. I think that's it. I think I got the Jordan when it was like 50 bucks. I swear to God, that card's like... I've watched a lot of the mid-level inserts. There's Andre Miller. I don't know. I've got a few of these. I've watched a lot of those mid-level inserts, low to mid-level inserts of Jordans that I've had for years go up in prices I can't even believe. I'm like $50, and then you see something sell for like $200, and I'm just like, what? There's been quite a few times where I'm tempted to sell my Jordan collection. Yeah, that's what I thought, $200, right? Yeah, I remember buying that card for like 40, 50 bucks. And I'm just wondering, you know, some days I'm wondering, should I sell some of these cards? I mean, I've got cards I spent $500 on, and now they're worth like $1,500. I'm like, holy crap. But what makes sense to me is the international market is expanding. So you've got all these collectors in places like China. It makes you wonder, you know, in like 20 years, are there going to be more? Oh, nice. Masters of the Hardwood, Grant Hill. This is such a cool looking set. You can see how it's embossed. This is, I cannot believe these aren't worth almost anything, because this is one of the coolest looking sets. Like, these should be worth something. The incredible detail. You know what, this is on the same level as like a Playmaker Theater. I mean, these are just wild, dude. How are these not worth money? I don't know, because these are awesome cards. You know what? I've got the Kevin Garnett, and I am really happy to add this Grant Hill to my collection, especially since I pulled it myself. And you guys can see that embossing on there. It's just incredible. You want to talk about an underrated 90s insert? You're looking at one right now. No one ever talks about these. That, I can promise you, is going into a penny sleeve and top loader. I collect Rod Strickland. If you guys know any whereabouts of rare Rod Strickland, numbered Rod Stricklands, primarily just from the 90s, I don't care if I've already got 10 copies of it. I will hoard them because they're affordable, and I have, and probably, I'm going to go out on a limb here, I've probably got the best Rod Strickland 90s collection in the world. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? You think in the future, you know, the NBA is going to expand into markets like India or places like that where people are going to start taking notice of players like Michael Jordan from yesterday and say, you know what, let's invest in some Jordan cards. And I mean, could these cards go up more? I mean, soul of the game, could we be looking at a $400 or $500 card 10 years from now, 20 years from now? I wonder. Oh, look at that. Masters of the Hardwood, Tim Duncan. God, these are such great inserts. These are incredible cards. Nice and embossed. I've got the name with the foil. These are just great cards. Great cards. Incredible design. You don't see that from Panini, really. I've only seen a handful of Panini cards that even look cool. There's a Lamar Odom. Take me to the bunny ranch. This is a pretty fun product to break, though. Some really good action shots. You know, I've never really opened this before. The other day when I opened like 4 packs. So it's always fun to open a new product, even if it's from the 90s. I mean, that's even more exciting to me because it's like, okay, this is probably a year, maybe 2 years after I stopped collecting. And then I got back into it for a few, you know what, I got back into it around LeBron James rookie year. And I ended up getting a case of, I think it was SP Game Used. And at that time, I think it was a 12 box or 12 tins. 12 tins per case, and I think I paid $1,600. I swear I should have just went for Exquisite. I should have just got the first year of Exquisite. I could have got a case of Exquisite, and I saw a 3-box case of that sell for like $10,500 last week. Like, holy cow. And I know what his rookie of Exquisite goes for. It's stupid. But I get it. It's rare. It's an iconic product. It's the first year. It's LeBron James. I mean, he's up there. All those debates. Oh, is LeBron, you know, top 10, top 5? You know, is he ever going to beat Michael Jordan? I don't know. You know, it's kind of relative. I mean, and everyone has their opinion. Do I think he'll ever be bigger than Michael Jordan? Absolutely not. And it's not just because of his playing. I mean, you have to look at the media around Jordan. You have to look at what he stood for. You have to look at his impact on society. I mean, that's really what defines what people think, right? Maybe not someone who knows a lot about basketball, but just the everyman, you ask them, and I mean, like, Jordan's always going to be the greatest. And that's why Soul of the Game went from $50 to $200. I didn't notice, are rookies inserted at a certain amount? No. So yeah, Duncan, I could see Duncan values going up. He's probably one of the most well-respected basketball players of all time. He did unbelievable things for the Spurs. Just an incredible team player. I mean, nobody can say anything bad about Tim Duncan. So I could definitely see his values going up for sure. I think what's going to drive it most is the international market, though. I'm curious to see. You know, we've seen a lot of people out of Taiwan. I've seen a lot of people out of China in general. I'm just curious what other countries might get into the NBA and start investing in basketball cards, and whether it'll even be the 90s. You know, it might be current players that cards jump up in value. Rookie sensations. They sure are generous with their rookie sensations, aren't they? I've had enough of those. I'm ready for something else. I really want a Kobe Bryant numbered to 20. That would make my night. That's a pretty cool looking card. Big dog. You ever sit down in dinner and just wonder, hey, what's Vladi been up to these days? I wonder if he's a DJ somewhere in Eastern Europe. Uh-oh. Sean Marion. I don't know if I did the rookies numbered to 20. Getting down to the last few here. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna have to happen soon. I'd take a Tim Duncan numbered to 22. That would be cool. I'd end up getting some player I'd never even heard of. We'll see. See, pulling anything good's pretty tough, especially if you're talking about numbered stuff. So when I see these boxes on eBay selling for $300-400, knowing that the odds of getting the chase card are almost nothing, it's just like, ooh, man, it's too much. I've really seen a huge spike in 97, 98 Upper Deck Series 2, hoping to get the game used Jersey Jordan autograph. I mean, the odds of getting that card are literally like, there may be one left in a pack somewhere, like one. Maybe. There might not be any. But I mean, people are spending $600-700 on a box of that, and it's like they're literally the odds of pulling the Jordan are like 1 in 100,000. It's crazy. Rod Strickland. If you guys know any of rare Rod Strickland cards, let me know. It looks like we've got 4 packs left. We're doing the 99 2000 Fleer. I was looking for Gamebreakers. I'm looking for the Supreme Court Collection numbered to 20 parallel. And those are kind of the hot cards. They do have the fresh ink autographs, but I don't know if those are really worth much. There's a Ron Artest rookie. Got the last two here, the last two. Andre Miller rookie. All right, that's it, guys. We didn't really get much out of this, but very hard to pull anything good out of here. So I'm just going to show you the two best cards I got. I don't think they're worth much, but we did get some rookies, some rookie sensations, and then we got two Masters of the Hardwood. These are embossed, as well as with the nice foil on their name. Really awesome, underrated looking inserts, but I definitely didn't get my money out of this box, but you know what, it's okay. It was a lot of fun, and we're probably going to do a little more tomorrow with some random packs, and I hope you enjoy your night.